One very thing that happens in most businesses, mainly in businesses where customers have serious contact with business establishments, is the issue of customer stubbornness, or the stubbornness of some customers. Now, in this presentation, we're looking at how to deal with a stubborn customer, strategies and insight that can be helpful in dealing with a stubborn customer or stubborn customers. Now, dealing with a stubborn customer is a common challenge in customer service and business management. Stubborn customers often resist suggestions, reject solutions, or insist on their own way, which can create tension and hinder effective problems resolution. However, with the right approach, such situations can be transformed into opportunities for building trust and loyalty. In this presentation, we are looking at the basic methods that can be used by business owners or business operators towards handling such situation. Now let us look at understanding the stubborn customer. Stubbornness in customers often stem from a sense of dissatisfaction, frustration, or a desire to assert control. And these are some of the basic pointers towards the behavior of customers, and it is difficult for any business establishment to say that they have not really witnessed something like that before, unless you are in a business whereby you don't have direct contact with the customers. Even when you don't have direct contact with the customers, definitely the customers are the end users of whatever services or products you are um, selling or you are marketing outside there. There must surely be, in one way, some level of stubbornness by one or two or some of the customers that you have. Now let's look at the write-up of these people. Zetal, Berry, and Parasurama. They noted in their seminal work that customer perceptions of fairness and empathy play a critical role in resolving complaints and maintaining loyalty. Customer perceptions of fairness and empathy play a critical role in resolving complaints and maintaining loyalty. This suggests that understanding the customer's perspective is the first step towards re-escalating tension. Because of human reactions and human uh, activities, there are going to be disagreements. And in a good or well managed business, the basic thing there is to manage this disagreement in order to avoid tension or frictions that may not really go down well for such business. Now let's look at an instance. An instance where a customer insists on a refund despite being outside the return policy. This might feel unheard or undervalued. Basically, the business may have some policies that say, okay, within this period or within this period, if you return it, you get refund, but if you don't return it, you might not get refund. But the thing there is that by acknowledging their feelings as the feelings of the customers and explaining the policy clearly, businesses can often find middle ground. Now let's consider some of the strategies. Strategies for handling stubborn customers. The first one we have to look at there is active listening and empathy. Active listening and empathy. Active listening is a cornerstone of effective customer service. As Carl Rogers wrote in his documentation, he stated that when someone really hears you without passing judgment on you, without trying to take responsibility for you, without trying to mold you, it feels damn good. When someone really hears you without passing judgment on you, without trying to take responsibility for you, without trying to mold you, it feels damn good. By listening attentively and validating the customer's concern, service representatives can reduce defensiveness and open the door to constructive dialogue. Now let's look at an instance for that. An instance for active listening and empathy. Now imagine you are operating a telecom business and you are faced with a customer who refused to pay a bill due to alleged overcharges. Instead of arguing, the representative is supposed to be possibly listen attentively and review the bill with the customer. And possibly if there is an error, apologies should be rendered to such customer and a common ground should be created. Where there is no error, the whole processes must be witnessed by the customer and he or she will understand the fact that the document or the bill given to him or her is the right one. Now another strategy is offer solution, not arguments. Offer solutions, not arguments. Stubborn customers often dig in their heels when confronted with resistance. Instead of arguing, offering multiple solutions can empower the customer and demonstrate flexibility. Now, as written by Kotler and Keller, they emphasized in their documentation marketing management. They emphasized that the key to customer satisfaction is not just meeting expectations, but exceeding them through creative problem solving. The key to customer satisfaction is not just meeting expectations, but exceeding them through creative problem solving. Now let's look at an example. Imagine a retail store that had a customer who wanted to return a used item without a receipt. Instead of refusing outrightly, the store decided to offer credit or an exchange, which the customer accepted. Though in this situation, there should be evidence to show that the product possibly must have been purchased through such store. And let's look at the next one. Maintain professionalism and patience. Maintain professionalism and patience. Dealing with stubborn customers requires emotional intelligence and self-control. Now, as written by Goleman in his documentation Emotional Intelligence, he stated that the ability to maintain emotions in high-stress situations is a hallmark of effective leadership and customer service. The ability to maintain emotions in high-stress situations is a hallmark of effective leadership and customer service. Basically, staying calm and being professional in the face of hostility can help to prevent escalation. Staying calm and being professional in the face of hostility can help to prevent escalation. Let's take up a small an instance of imagine a hotel guest that demand for a room upgrade, but such guest was rude to the front desk. But when you look at it as possibly a manager or supervisor, and you find out that such demand basically maybe was the right or is the right of such guest, well, you as a manager can explain the occupational situation or explain the situation to the customer or to the guest and possibly follow it up with complimentary breakfast. But where as well the that wasn't the right of the guest, you can as well manage it by giving proper explanation. Well, some guests might later decide to apologize and praise the staff of professionalism. Because sometimes the mood of such guests may be in play, not basically about um, the services being rendered. Sometimes you might come into contact with guests or customers that had a bad day, for instance, or that are looking for where to pour out the anger that they got from somewhere. That's the more reason why, the basic reason for professionalism and putting up calm situation. And let's look at the fourth one here. Set boundaries when necessary. Set boundaries when necessary. Why flexibility is important, it is equally crucial to set boundaries to prevent abuse of policies. Now, as written by Heskett, Sassel, and Schlesinger, the argument in the documentation, the service profit chain, they argued that balancing customer satisfaction with operational efficiency is essential for long-term success. Let me take it again. Balancing customer satisfaction with operational efficiency is essential for long-term success. So this means that clear communication of policies and to affirm but polite enforcement can help to maintain this balance. There should be clear establishment and explanation of policies of businesses or companies, and also firmness in the area of implementation is super very important towards sustaining and maintaining this balance. Now let's look at an example for this. Imagine an airline passenger that insisted on boarding a flight after the gate had closed. Because of security reasons and operational methods, the staff of such plane or such airline, in order to maintain boundaries, are expected to explain to the customer that it is difficult for them to bend that particular policy or bend that particular laws or instructions for security reasons. And then in this situation also, if there is need to offer options outside the policies, outside the area of the restriction areas, such staff can do that. Like in this airline situation, the staff can offer rebooking. The staff can offer rebooking, maybe with one or two incentives to encourage such customer. But the basic thing there is that ensuring compliance is very important in order not to alienate the customer. Now, in this present situation, whereby the social media is the talk of the day, where people move around with phones, and before you know it, they can pick up any clips with their phones, and in some cases, some of these video clips are presented in a wrong way on social medias and other platforms. So it is very important for businesses to be mindful of these situations and try their best to maintain high level of professionalism, and at the same time maintaining good service and good customer business-based relationship. Dealing with stubborn customers require a blend of empathy, creativity, and professionalism. By listening actively, offering solutions, maintaining patience, and setting boundaries, businesses can turn challenging interactions into positive outcomes. And let's end up with the write-up of Parasuraman, Zaytal, and Berry. They documented that service quality is not just about meeting expectations, but about maintaining perceptions and emotions effectively. Let me take it again. Service quality is not just about meeting expectations, but about maintaining perceptions and emotional effectively and emotions effectively. In doing so, businesses can not only resolve conflicts but also build lasting customer relationships. Well, if you're watching us for the very first time, please subscribe to our channel and click on the notification icon so that anytime we bring some of these business-based information that will help you in your business operations and in your managerial roles, you will be one of the earliest persons to be notified. Please help us to share our content so that it will reach as many persons as possible. Thanks for being part of this channel.